Recently, I met a woman in her 50s who said midlife was crushing her to the core. She was unemployed, she didn't have health insurance, and therefore no access to therapy. She went on to say she was alone, estranged from family, and feeling very isolated, and overall, a failure. The feelings of isolation, failure, and the midlife transition can be incredibly overwhelming, especially when navigating unemployment, lack of health insurance, and social isolation. Today, we are presenting 4 practical, immediate steps focused on self-support, accessing resources, and quiet action, rather than the canned, join a social group. Before we jump in, please consider liking and subscribing to help grow this channel. I want to create a supportive community of women over 50 who are seeking real midlife support. Okay, first things first. We need to address and perhaps triage immediate or basic needs. Step 1 is securing a basic foundation of physical and mental safety. Access to free or low-cost healthcare. You do not need insurance to access help. Community health centers. These centers provide services on a sliding scale based on income, some for free. They offer medical, dental, and mental health services. You can find a local center using the HRSA, Find a Healthcare tool. Local mental health authorities. Every state has a system for public mental health services. For example, in Texas, you can find your local center by calling 211 or using the Texas HHSC lookup tool. These services are designed for people without insurance and in crisis. Secure basic income, unemployment benefits. If you haven't already applied for unemployment insurance, do so immediately. The income, even if temporary, can reduce immediate financial anxiety. Step 2 is taking micro-actions for mental health needs. When feeling crushed, big changes are impossible. Focus on micro-actions you can do alone, right now. Regulate your nervous system physically. Your body holds the stress. The 4-7-8 breathing technique is quick and easy. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Repeat this 4 times. It chemically calms your body's panic response and requires no social interaction or equipment. Temperature shift. Splash cold water on your face or hold an ice cube for a moment. This activates the mammalian dive reflex, which naturally slows your heart rate and calms distress. Establish a minimum viable routine. This helps when you experience feelings of being a failure. Consistency is the win. Pick just 3 non-negotiable things daily. 1. Wake up and get out of bed. No staying in PJs. 2. Drink a glass of water. And 3. Go outside for 10 minutes. This creates small, repeatable successes that combat that internal narrative of failure. Use digital, not social connections when you are feeling overwhelmed. Crisis text line. If feelings become overwhelming, text HOME to 741741. It's an anonymous, free text conversation with a trained crisis counselor. This isn't bullshit social, it's immediate relief. Online therapy apps. While not a full replacement, some apps offer text-based support that is cheaper than traditional therapy. Note: low-cost community centers are better long-term options. Step 3 is taking actionable steps for re-entry, for career identity. If your internal failure narrative is linked to unemployment, shifting this mindset requires small steps. Focus on your skills, not job titles. The job market can be brutal. Focus on what you can do rather than your failed identity as a specific worker. Make a list of 5 things you are competent at. For example, organized, good with words, reliable, problem solving. Volunteer for skills, not just busy work. If job searching feels draining, volunteering can provide structure and purpose while building your resume. Look for roles that use your professional skills. For example, remote data entry for a nonprofit, helping write grants. The one thing job search rule: limit job searching to a specific short amount of time each day. For example, 9 to 11 each morning. During that time, Only do one meaningful action, like apply for one highly relevant job or customize one cover letter. This prevents the overwhelming feeling of a bottomless pit. Step 4 is navigating the isolation alone. If you feel isolated and may not have trusted friends, this feeling is painful. Acknowledge the grief. The midlife transition often involves grieving lost identities. A job you held, friends who drifted, the person you thought you'd be. Allow yourself to acknowledge this grief without judgment. Be your own friend. This sounds cliché, but when you are completely alone, you need to treat yourself with the compassion you would give a friend. Stop the internal critical voice, the narrative that you are a failure. When a negative thought pops up, mentally label it story or old tape and pivot to a neutral task, like making a cup of tea or organizing one drawer. If you are in crisis mode, focus solely on making it through today. Access the free resources available to you if you need them. If this video resonated with you and the information helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing to help get this information out to other midlife women who may be suffering. Have a story to share or words of encouragement? Perhaps a suggestion for topics to cover? Please drop them in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. Remember, you are not a failure. You are navigating exceptionally tough circumstances. And just as you have done before, you will survive. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next 50 and Unfiltered video.